All right, folks. So, man, I'm nervous about this. All right. Whenever I try to create stars by splattering, getting it everywhere. Um, it's not coming out too bad right now, but typically I make more of a mess and end up with a lot of really long marks instead of a lot of really round marks. Plus, like, now I have to clean my table and my arm. So I'm going to show you another way to dot on um, paint or whatever. You can even do this with whiteout to create something that looks like Starry Galaxy but is less messy and less likely to give you long streaks or blobs. So here we go. Okay, so for this technique you need some kind of paint. I think you could easily do this with whiteout. I'm doing it with white acrylic paint. White tempera paint would work. And the nice thing, since we're not splattering, we don't have to worry about watering it down to a nice whatever consistency. Like, anything you have will work. You also need a few things that have small points that can get paint on them. So I have a toothpick, paper clip, and the end of a paintbrush. And I'm going to dip the end of the toothpick and make a few dots. And this works well if you are feeling patient. Otherwise, you're going to end up smearing your paint, like making a mess. You'll also probably want a paper towel or whatever. So, feeling patient. My toothpicks are giving me really nice tiny dots. My paper clip is giving me some kind of medium dots. And the end of my paintbrush will give me a few larger dots. And then in order to help make it look kind of more natural, like this guy, and not like you've printed out a pattern of polka dots, you need to do little clusters where the stars are kind of close in proximity to each other, where your dots are in close proximity to each other in a little clump, and then there's a little negative space between them. You can have a few that stand out on their own, but if things are too evenly spaced and not done as like little clumps here and there, then it will look like Minnie Mouse's dress instead of like the night sky. So that is a non-splatter paint way to create a starry little night scene. And if you rewind this, like, it looked pretty good even before I added more. So you don't necessarily need to do a ton of them. Pause, step back, take a look, see how it looks, see if you like it. Practice first on scrap paper, and if this is something that you want to do, hopefully this helped, and have fun.